In part one of our story, we introduced you to Reggie Randolph, a 58-year-old nearly blind inmate who spent more than 850 days on Rikers Island jail after stealing NyQuil cold medication from two Manhattan Duane Reade pharmacy locations.
I never thought this would be a chapter of my life. This place treats you like you're an animal.
Reggie's documented mental health issues and a decades-long drug addiction have led to a complicated life spent in and out of courtrooms and jail. Reggie is represented by Legal Aid Society attorney Jeffrey Berman.
The system has become totally desensitized to people's pain and suffering. And Reginald Randolph was arrested for stealing NyQuil. I would say the same thing for many or most of my clients or our clients as public defenders. There are health reasons that bring our clients into the criminal legal system.
We dove into the city's recent correctional health services reports, which do not offer a straightforward way to identify just how many incarcerated persons with nonviolent criminal records also have extensive drug addiction and or mental health histories. In other words, people like Reggie. But we know from the Board of Corrections' weekly COVID-19 update reports for July, August, and September of this year, the city averaged about 5,800 people in custody. We then took a look at the city's recent monthly health correctional reports, and the numbers are staggering. Those health reports show a total of more than 22,000 mental health service visits by inmates in custody, and a total of more than 2,700 substance use service visits made by inmates in custody. And again, that's just for the 3-month period of July to September of this year. We should note incoming newly elected Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg has already stated his office will avoid the practice of felony upcharging nonviolent misdemeanor crimes. And presumably that includes cases like Reggie's. Reggie is not alone in his journey to reclaim his life. He's receiving the medical and social services made available to inmates on Rikers Island, and he says he's been clean for almost a year now. But members of Reggie's support system on the outside say continued incarceration will not provide him with the best path to recovery.
We just had a spark and a connection. I seen in his eyes that he was a gentle, loving, giving man.
That includes his former partner and mother of his 2 daughters, Tunisia McClan.
I always hope for the best of him. He's my children's father. I want him to succeed in life, because he has a kind, loving heart and he's giving. And this is what kept our connection, even though we're not in a family unit, but he's still my family. And he deserves the opportunity to show his children that he is capable of so much more, than what the state has labeled him as.
The good news? Reggie's already approved for placement in supportive housing.
In Reginald's situation, what he needs right now is treatment. Yeah. And he needs to be connected to services.
In fact, there's a room waiting for Reggie at the Redemption Center, a 14-year-old Queens-based nonprofit where Mark Graham, who's formerly incarcerated, is the executive director.
If we really want to say that we want to save our society, we want our streets to be safer, then that means that we have to deal with these mental health issues that a lot of these people who are committing crimes have. Because to send them in prison and don't deal with the issue and to bring them back out, what we're doing is we're creating our own revolving door for people to go in and out of prison.
The Manhattan DA's office now supports Reggie's petition, filed by the Legal Aid Society, for New York Governor Kathy Hochul to commute his 2 to 4 year prison sentence for stealing NyQuil.
I never thought as a kid growing up this would be a chapter of my life. And I'm not proud of the things I've done. I feel very, very bad for the fact I deprived my kids of their fatherhood, dealing with my drug addiction and my mental health issue. I feel very, very depressed and sad about that.
We've already reached out to Governor Hochul's office about Reggie's petition to the Executive Clemency Bureau, which assists the governor in making clemency applications. Quote, while we cannot comment on pending clemency applications as the process is confidential, Governor Hochul is committed to improving justice, fairness, and safety in the criminal justice system, and we are reviewing applications in that context. It's unclear when Governor Hochul would make a final decision on Reggie's clemency petition to allow for his transfer to supportive housing. Reggie is hoping to hear back from Governor Hochul before he's transferred from Rikers to state prison.
I'm not giving up myself. I still believe in myself. and I think I have a better life still ahead of me.
Just as we were putting the final touches on this story, we received a call from Reggie's attorney, Jeffrey Berman, who informed us that Reggie was transferred this morning from Rikers to state prison. In the newsroom, Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.